I think sometimes simple says it all. I think back to when I was really young, when I was a child, and here I am, in my older years, and I think to myself, I don't know what my calling's going to be. I don't know. I think sometimes when we're older, we overcomplicate things. But when we were young children, things were simple. Things were very straightforward. They were easy. And when I think about or wonder about what my calling might be someday, I think back to when I was in kindergarten, and I loved to teach. I loved to speak. But I used to always play this game that I was preparing for the end of the world and that a huge storm was coming. And I was, I was scrimping, I was saving, I was preparing, and that I was going to shelter and take care of a lot of people, and that I would be teaching them. And I just always knew things. There were things that I would just sense and I would feel, and I just knew things. So, when I look back at being in kindergarten and being a young child and the things I had interest in and the games I used to play and the child play that we had, I think it said a lot. And so it's funny, I look back and I think about those years and say, God must have been instilling things in me or showing me things or preparing me for things that probably will have to do with my calling someday. So I think we try really hard as adults and we complicate matters. We've lived in a complicated world, a world that's been overcomplicated. And in some ways it's been so overcomplicated that it's just made stupid. It's made inefficient. It's been ineffective. It's been greedy and control and everything else. And I think God is all about truth and simplicity. So, I don't know. I just had to share that with you. And I'm sure if you think about it, you probably had similar experiences or similar reflections.